Ready? He said something I don't know about. I don't know. There's a lot of chicks out here doing OnlyFans shit, and they men don't be knowing. Welcome to another episode of Therapy Session. Make sure to tune in on Wednesday for the first episode of Couples Therapy, where we will highlight the beauty of love. All right? Friday, we do Friday Night Live. Followed up to that, Sunday Night Live. Both shows are 100% live call-in shows. Therapy Session, Monday through Thursday, minus Wednesday, is Therapy Session, which is what the fuck you watching right now. All 6 days, we have guests. Some of the most beautiful people in the world, all walks of life, and even just the regular degular where we just have great conversations, talk about things that, well, we all go through on a regular basis. Make sure you go to hustlefit.com. Not only can you get your No Cap Reacts merch, but you can get the clothing line Hustle Fit. Men's, women's, children's. You got joggers, you got hoodies, you got t-shirts, you got hats, you got leggings. Everything you can think of, we carry here at Hustle Fit. Also, if you got your own brand and or you need something done, we do custom clothing. So just go ahead and hit my ass up either on Instagram, hustlefit.com, or you can also email hustlefit@gmail.com. With that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'Em. And we are back in the building with another episode. And today, I have a lovely lady that decided to come to the show. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. For you guys out there, get it out your head. Get it out your head. Okay, she is all about. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let her introduce herself. Hi. Let the world know who you are.
My name is Macie Wilson. I am 20, and I grew up in California. I live in Arizona now. I went to Desert Mountain High School.
She giving all the tea there. Already.
I just want to say hi.
All right. So, Macie, if people want to find you, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Macie, Macie Wilson Actor. Just how it sounds. That's it.
That's it. Okay, cool. Let's see. BMO Music. Do you react to music? Yes, I do react to music. I need you to actually send me a link to your actual music video. I only take music video only. No Cap Reacts. Go to Instagram. First, you got to do a follow. Second, you got to send me your video link, and I'll react to it. Not tonight, though. That's the late night shit. Tonight, we have the beautiful Macie Wilson in the building. So, she's an actor, and I know y'all been watching the show lately. Last week happened to be a very sexually charged week. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to be honest. I was booking the fuck out of people that had no idea how that much sex ended up in one building at one time. So this week is a lot different. It ain't going to be none of that. All right. So today we talk about Miss Macie Wilson here. Macie, so you're from Arizona?
Yes. Oh, no.
Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Sacramento.
Sacramento, Sacktown.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a fellow California in the building. Welcome to sunny Arizona.
Thank you.
How long were you in Sacramento?
Until I was 15. So I moved here right in the middle of high school. Like the worst time to move to another state, but so 15 years of my life.
And what was it like growing up in good old Sacramento?
It was fun. We had, a lot to do. It was like a lot of artistic people on my school campus because we kind of just all bonded over going through life just with nothing else to do but act and be goofy and like improv and stuff. So that's all we did.
All right, I'm going to tell you this. It's a microphone. Grab that motherfucker. You can pull it close to you. You can move it any way you want to, whatever way is comfortable for you. Act like it's your boyfriend's penis. Speaking to the mic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, so as a kid, what was it like as a kid growing up in Sacramento?
As a kid, it was fun. I just remember walking to school sometimes. It was just kind of like a vibe. People would, give people carpools. I would carpool my neighbors. I had childhood best friends that I'm still close with today just because we were just all so close. Those people in California I'll always be friends with, even though I don't live there anymore.
Well, that's good shit. Do you go visit?
Sometimes just to see my family, though, just really briefly.
Do they come visit you?
Yeah, whenever they have, like, sports events for their cousins or something like that, like, all the time.
Okay. Now, as a teenager, what was it like growing up as a teenager and then having the swap from good old Sacktown to Phoenix, Arizona?
I gave my parents a lot of hard times.
Was you a bad girl?
No, I was just really upset at them. I would always tell them they were terrible parents for moving me, like, from California to Arizona.
You took me away from my friends.
Yeah. And at the time, I was very serious. I was like, okay, musical theater is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. So I was like, how could you take me away from all these connections that I was making? How could you take me away from this theater company that I've been like progressing in, and I've been meeting all these directors and connections in my area? And then they were like, oh, start all over again.
Yeah, but you could have did the same. I mean, technically, you could do. Well, I guess you didn't know that you would do the same thing here and more.
Yeah. I was really happy to know that my life didn't end, even though I told my parents it was going to.
My life is over. She was like.
No, I literally, like, I swear. I said that so many times.
Need some milk.
All right. So once you get to Arizona, what was it like for you then?
The first year, when you move to a new school, it sucks because
You're the new kid.
you're the new kid. And then my junior prom, I didn't have anyone to go with. And then my senior prom, I had a boyfriend. And then it was COVID, so we didn't even get the prom. So it was depressing. But the first year was, honestly, I was just asking random people in the hallways, like, hey, do you know where this is? And they were like, you look crazy. Like, I've never seen you. And everybody knew each other because Scottsdale is like a really tight-knit community in Arizona. And it's just like everybody knows everybody. And so I would go around in high school just like, hi, I know you probably, think I'm insane right now, but can you just tell me, like, which building has, like, the English wing and, like, the math wing? And because I know, like, because everybody was like, aren't you too old to be asking these questions? Like, oh, my gosh, it was so embarrassing. But I had to just put myself out there. And I think that actually made me, like, a lot more confident as a younger teenager, just being able to be like, I'm just going to say I don't know anything and they can't really fault me for not knowing anything about a new school that I've never been to. So it's just like, it is what it is.
So you just like, I'm gonna blame it on everything other than what it is.
It is, yeah, literally. My parents, everything.
All right. So growing up as a kid, what did you see yourself? Clearly, we know what you what you wanted to do because you made it very clear about your parents. But like, at what point in time, like, let's maybe go this route. What was your favorite show growing up?
Probably Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. How old were you watching Grey's Anatomy?
Like 11, like 12.
Watching Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I thought, well, I don't
good.
know. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Whew. Let's see. When you were 20, fuck.
Actually, scratch that. My favorite show was Victorious.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Victorious?
Yeah. You gotta.
You've never heard of like
I'm 20.
like Leon Thomas, Ariana Grande, like Victoria Justice?
I know who Ariana Grande is, but I knew Ariana Grande from music. I'm 24 years older than you.
Have you ever heard of iCarly?
I know iCarly.
They were like on at the same time, like simultaneously, like on.
But at that time, keep this in mind. How old were you?
Maybe like 13?
Okay. So if you're 13 and I'm 24 years older than you.
Oh. You have kids.
Yeah, I'm literally, no, at that time I did not. And at that time I was, and no, I did. I had a newborn and I was like knee deep in doing music and traveling the world. I was on tour. I haven't watched TV since 1997, 1998.
That's boring.
No, it's not. It's been absolutely amazing. You know how much I've gotten done in life?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, a whole lot. Like, not wasting my life watching TV. As a kid, though, I was all over TV. But I was a kid.
I feel like it's fun, though, to watch with people. Like, movies. Like, I go to movies. I feel like then, like, at home, though, because then you can, like, talk. Like, not actually, like, go to the movies.
Oh, like, I love to go to the movies.
Oh, really?
Now, being at home watching a movie, I mean, that's cool, too. You know, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with that.
Then you can, like, press pause. And then
But,
you can
like,
all, like, talk.
if I'm at home watching a movie, more than likely it's with a hot chick, and it's not for I don't really care about the movie. Just being honest. Most guys, we don't really care about the movie. We're like, let's see what kind of moves I can make on her. All right, so which one of these what show was it that you was like, okay, this is what I want to do?
At the time, I really liked shows like Victorious just because there was singing in them, and I thought that it was more like theater than than most shows, and I really like wanted to do theater, and I also wanted to act and like do film acting, so I was like, this kind of like the best of both worlds. So like Glee and Victorious and shows like that where it was like people in the show were also like artistic and singing and stuff, like that stuff I was addicted to. I can't think of like all the shows, but I'm trying to think. Just like Victorious and
All right. So at what point in time did you tell your parents, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to go into acting in theater.
oh my, like that was what I told my parents since I was like 6. Like when I was in 6th grade, like that's a lot older, but I was in 6th grade and we had all these like portraits of us and we were supposed to put like our dreams, and I would put like, I'm gonna take my place on the Broadway stage. Like every single time I had the opportunity to say like what my aspiration was or like my career dreams were, I just always put something like that.
She was locked and loaded, knew exactly what she wanted to do.
You have to, and it's true love. You have to just follow.
So like in kindergarten, when it was time to do the recitals, you was first and foremost up front, let's go, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now moving forward, here we are today. What have you done so far?
Today, okay, I can say that I've done a lot of musical theater. I've done a lot of Shakespeare. Recently, I was on America's Court with Judge Ross, which is like a court TV show on, like court TV, basically. It's like Judge Judy, but it's like a different judge.
So those shows really are fake then?
Yeah, they are.
So what was your role?
So I was a litigant. So basically, I was suing my fiance for. I'll tell you guys the plot because it already aired. I was suing my fiance for $5,000 because I gave it to him to start up his dream business, and then I found out that he was cheating on me the entire time, and he was claiming that because I gave it to him to fundraise basically our legacy together for our kids and our home and whatnot, that he shouldn't have to give it back to me because it was for us. And I was like, well, there is no more us. So
This is the crazy part. It's like, you don't look, me personally looking at it, you don't look like you would be old enough to even like be, like to even be doing and having that type of conversation is the crazy part. So.
Wait, so if I didn't tell you I was 20, how old would you say I was?
Like,
To be honest.
honestly, okay, so if we were like out and about and I saw you, I would definitely have to ask that you were at least over 18. You look young. That's not a bad thing. You're making that face now, but that's a good thing in your favor.
17? You thought I was younger than
No, I have to make sure you're over 18.
Okay.
Cause you look young. Like young. Like, look at yourself. I know you see yourself every day, but look at
She
yourself.
said, look at yourself.
You-
like I haven't.
You look like young. Like it would be like, damn, she look good, but how old is she?
Well, thanks.
I'm like, Bailey, what little kid did you bring in here? She's
Little kid?
grown.
He
I feel
did
like
not.
she's a grown ass woman. If y'all don't fucking stop talking about this, she's not a little kid. She's a grown woman.
They did not say little kid.
I'm just saying, to some people, they're gonna be like, she's young, which you do look young. Damn. Chat's going like crazy over here on Facebook. You gotta ask questions. I have a 19-year-old. I've never heard of it. Okay.
19.
I'm gonna say he was responding to what was I don't even know how I missed all these damn chats. So, all right. Now, what else have you done?
I am currently in rehearsals for a show called Funny as Fuck Arizona.
I like that title.
I do too. It's really catchy. It's actually called Funny AF, but I just like saying it.
Faff, F-A-F, funny as fuck. See, I need to be
Yeah.
on a show like that.
It's really cool. The rehearsals are interesting so far. Like, it's picture SNL, but more funny.
SNL, but more funny.
Yeah.
See, here's the crazy part. I might actually need you.
Need me for what?
So I like to do skits and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
So I've always wanted to do this skit. You know Debo from Friday. Wait, have you seen Friday?
Of course.
Okay, so you know Debo from Friday?
Is he the best friend?
He's the one that Craig fought. Hit him in the face with the brick to beat him. He was the one that stole the chains, stole the bikes.
Okay.
So I would be Debo. Clearly, I'm a big ass, bald headed nigga. Let's just be real. So I'll be on my bike. I might actually go buy a beach cruiser just for the damn thing. But instead of me being like in the hood, I'd be in the suburbs. And instead of Felicia, I get a sexy little white girl.
Stop.
Tell me it wouldn't be hilarious.
Stop. It would be.
So that would be like a hilarious ass skit where Debo, instead of Debo in the hood, is Debo in the suburbs.
In Scottsdale.
Exactly. We could go to Scottsdale and, do a little night shootout, set up the camera on the tripod, and I'm on the bike just riding by, and I'll do the sound effects of the squeaking pedals and all that shit. And, you either got to be the car broken down or our fake car broken down, and or believe it or not, which is not true, but a bus stop in Scottsdale.
Okay, let's do skits together.
And I just happened to pick you up.
Oh my god.
It'd be hilarious. Hey, I can't fix your car, but I can take you on a ride, get on the back, sit on the handlebars,
Oh my god.
and then just ride off in the sunset.
There's like streamers on the handlebars.
Yes, the shit would be hilarious. I got a lot of little skits that I do skits as is. that I throw on the channel every now and then. It's been a minute, but I'm about to get back into it. That I can do shit. You'd be perfect.
Well, thank you.
And
I'd
you're
love
already
to.
an actress, so it works out perfect. That means you can get like in character and do shit.
Heck yeah.
Because I know what I can do, and I don't even do this shit professionally like you do. So that would make it even better. All right, so as an actress, who would you say you model yourself after?
I would say somebody I look up to as an actor. Like the first name that came up in my mind was Zendaya, just because ever since she was a little girl, she's just like, it's just so annoying. Like, who's that gorgeous in every way possible? Like, just everything about, like, I just admire everything about her. Like I just love her. And just ever since she was little, like, I would watch Shake It Up as a little kid because any show with like the arts, I think I was watching, but I would just watch how you can just tell when somebody in a cast, like from an artist point of view, like you can just tell when somebody in a cast practices at home. Like, you know that Zendaya was doing those dances at home, like every single second of the day, like for anyone, like in her kitchen. I just know she was. And it's just like my little sister, I see that in her too. So like I look up to them both. Like Zendaya, I just know she dances her heart out at home. She practices. And I mean, you can tell in her interviews, she's so calm, cool, and collected, and it's just because she knows her shit. And she doesn't make excuses either, so there's that too.
So you know your shit? You don't make any excuses?
I'm not going to say I don't make any excuses, but I do look up to people who don't make any excuses, and I do my best not to make them.
All right, so if you, just based off of movies that you've seen in your lifetime, what would be your dream role?
Dream movie role. Something really impactful because I can't think of a movie that has a role as impactful as the show The Fosters, all the characters in The Fosters. I want to make something where you see the character, the actor, and you just like feel like the pain of, that they're feeling, but also the pain of so many people that are just like them. So like when I watch The Fosters, it's like a show about a bunch of foster kids and they all go through really hard situations. It's like you like feel their pain, but also you're just like so many other kids are feeling that too, and you just know that they're speaking up for those kids. And so it's like I want to play a role where it's like other people feel like their voice is being heard through me. So something like that.
Okay, so current movies that have already come out, what role would you be like, let's take her out and put me in? What movie would it be? This is your dream job.
My dream movie. I mean, if we're thinking like financially, I would take, Rose out in Titanic and put me in.
That's one of my favorite
For the
movies.
revenue.
I'll go. She said for the revenue. I told you she's.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
She coming to get that dollar. Hands up. Give me all your money right now. Get out, Rose.
I literally went to an acting conference last month, and we had to write on like these little name tags on our lanyards what role we'd want to be, like just in general through like any type of acting. And I put Flo from the Progressive ads. She'll never be out of a job.
Flo is hilarious though.
She is.
And I'm with Progressive. Thank you, Flo.
Thank you, Progressive.
Fuck you, Flo. Y'all just raised my damn car insurance for no goddamn reason. I'm getting old and no accidents, no tickets.
Dude, there's got to be a better way than car insurance.
Yes, there is. Not having a car.
Where are you going to go?
Huh?
How are you going to get anywhere?
I don't know. I think it's time I just buy a fucking helicopter.
I guess you can just take like Ubers.
No, hell no. That's expensive. Just buy a helicopter.
Just say you don't have money then.
No. A helicopter? You should just say you don't have money. That's definitely not the case. That's why I said I get a helicopter.
I'm just kidding. A helicopter? How are you going to go to like McDonald's with the helicopter.
Who goes to McDonald's? I don't go to McDonald's.
Okay, I'm sorry. How are you gonna go to like Olive Garden with the helicopter?
Not Olive Garden.
I don't know.
Although the salad and breadsticks is fire.
Yeah, how are you gonna say not Olive Garden?
No, I it's like my cheat meal when I'm super gymmed out. I go for the salad and breadsticks, and I gotta have the Alfredo sauce to dip the breadsticks in. It's just so fire.
I don't care how much money I have. Olive Garden is still gonna be good.
Olive Garden is always gonna be A1. I'm not knocking Olive Garden at all. I don't go a whole lot. I don't eat out like that. When I do, like my brother posted today, he's like, "Oh, I want a steak and lobster," and I was like, "Fuck, I think it's time to go out, bro. Like we need to go somewhere like ASAP."
Ruth's Chris.
That is a good. I didn't think about that.
I had a friend who worked there for a long time, and he was like, he's the kind of guy like, oh my God, steak is like the only thing I'll ever get at a restaurant. And then he was like, honestly, at Ruth's Chris, the chicken is better than the steak. And he was like, this is like the craziest thing that I could ever say as like a man. He was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I just said that. I was like, what?
I mean, it be like that sometimes, you know?
I don't know. I was like, I guess Ruth's Chris is, I don't know, something different.
Fogo de Chow's they got some excellent cuts of meat. I'm not too sold on their sides, but the some of the meats are just fire.
I don't really eat meats.
Well, you're missing out. I used to actually not eat meat at all for 5 years.
It's kind of gross when you think about it.
But you were just talking about McDonald's.
As an example, I actually just made a pact with my boyfriend to never eat McDonald's ever again.
We'll see how long that lasts.
I hope it lasts. He loves McDonald's, so I'm just trying to.
So you made a pact, but did he make the pact with you?
Yeah, we promised.
Okay. So how are you going to know? See, that's where if you make a promise with me now, I need to be able to see all of your card transactions. And then if I see any random ATMs, oh, I just took out $20. For what? What did you need cash for? So I couldn't see that you bought McDonald's.
Look, that's federal, okay? Federal information.
She said federal information. All right. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from now in reference to what you're currently doing?
In 5 years from now, I hope that I have an agent in Arizona and LA, and I hope that I have worked at least with one major streaming platform. I've worked with Flix West, which is a streaming platform in Arizona, which is like up and coming, which is so cool, and I'm like so happy to be on that one. But I really want to work with some like ones in LA, like Netflix or Hulu or something like that. So in 5 years, I hope that I've at least done something, like make a move towards those goals. And I hope that I've at least had a few dramatic roles that I can put on my reel. Because I feel like the show that I'm doing right now is very funny, but I want to do, you know, I want to have both sides.
You want to do a little something serious?
Yeah. I want to be on Euphoria.
Can you cry on command?
Yeah.
Do it. 3, 2.
Whoa. 3 seconds is so crazy. He said 3, 2, 1.
You said on command.
Said 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Don't do it. I'm just playing.
Like, I was getting ready.
I know. What goes through your mind when you're getting into character? Like where it's a cry scene. Like what's the thought process?
I mean, it really should come from when you read the script the first time, and when you read like a story and like the first time you read it, it's just like, oh my God, like that really like a news story, and you're just like, oh my God. It really should just come from like you thinking about that feeling like over and over again. But for me personally, like if I can't really relate or get there, like, you know, because I'm pretty young, so sometimes it's like situations that I haven't gone through yet. Like I was reading a script where it's like my mom died and my mom's still alive, so I was just thinking like,
you're not gonna relate to that. Hold on. They're going crazy in the shit over here. Oh okay, they said I should play Mike Epps. They said you can be the Suge Knight podcast And then Andrew said, all right, let's go. Just cry.
3, 2, 1. Okay,
That's
okay.
great. I'm not gonna have her cry. Like, this is the thing. Somebody's gonna clip that shit and be like, look at what the fuck Bailey did over on No Cap Reacts. He's got girls crying and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a clip, and it's just like, he makes girls cry.
Exactly. They already think
He hurts their feelings.
they already think I say some crazy ass shit. I mean, I do sometimes, but not for real, for real.
And then they're gonna say, we don't want her on set. She's too sensitive. She's too dramatic. She's such a girly
no,
girl.
you probably went out. They'll probably be like, look, she just cried for no reason.
Yeah, she's a brat. We
See,
don't want
that's
her on this
boy, I
set.
feel sorry for your boyfriend. Your ass just be playing on him all the goddamn time. Just randomly cry, but you don't love
But I get what I want.
Exactly. Big ass, bratty ass kid just doing all kinds of crazy. That's what you did to your parents, huh? You like, fuck you. You're ruining my life. You were in the scene of your life. You didn't mean any of that. You were just playing the fuck out of them to get what you wanted.
But we still moved to Arizona, so
So you still lost.
I lost that one.
All right. So in this, like, how much fun is it? How much fun versus work is what you do? Because, like, when I did music, music was always fun. It never seemed like work.
Yeah.
So at what point does it ever feel like work for you? Is the question, I guess.
I really think the only work, when I really think about it, it's the memorization. That's the work. And I think once you have that, everything else kind of just falls into place, because what you're really doing is reacting. Because when people say, like, it's just like acting, but it's like, are you really just like reacting about like what you're talking about? So like, as long as you have everything memorized, the real work is done, and now you're just living in it. Now you're just being. And so that shouldn't be really work. It should just kind of be like second nature.
True. I mean, I think if you do something that you absolutely love, it never seems like work.
Yeah.
Jason, Arizona definitely is not my baseball team. I am a Yankees fan. We are not even in the World Series. So the fact that you keep bringing them up, well, I just feel sorry for the Arizonians that are D-back fans. Doing what you do, what has been the hardest part so far?
It's always hard when you don't get the roles that you want to get. I think it's
Do you
hard.
cry? Does it hurt your feelings?
It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's hard to know that like the time that you spent on something that maybe you really liked isn't gonna be, used for what you wanted it to be used for. But it's also just part of learning and growing. So it's like at the end of the day, you feel good about it that you did it, because you're like, oh yay, like I still did it. But you're just like, oh, I wish, it meant more. Like it meant, what I thought it was gonna be meant for. That's kind of the hardest part. Like if I am, working really hard in a scene or a monologue, and then I find that I don't want to put it in my reel, like, to show everybody, it's just kind of like, okay, well, next time I'll make it so, I work a little bit harder, and I'm like really proud of it. So it's like just the growing, I guess, is the hardest part. Like it's watching yourself in the midst of growing, because you just want to get there. You just want to like be like the person that you're meant to be all the way at the end of the line, but you have to like take all those little baby steps before. So yeah, that's the hardest part. That was a long answer.
Do you ever think you might be like typecasted?
I think people have said that a lot because I have lash extensions. They always say like, oh, you're going to be the party girl if you always have lash extensions. But I think that if I, take my makeup off and take my lashes off, I can be anything I want to be. So I think people can typecast me as like the little short girl, the little party girl, the little...
Which I was going to say, how tall are you?
I'm 5.
Even.
5.
She's like 4'11".
No, I'm just 5.
You're 4'11".
That's what everybody says, but bring out a
4'11"
ruler.
and a half. I have a ruler. Don't play with me.
Let's bring it out.
Well, we're not going to do it right now.
Okay.
Do me a favor, which is you're wearing all black, so it's not going to be the same. Stand up. We'll let the people... Go to your right. Hold on, let me redo this. And then do your little girly twirl that girls do. See, she's short as hell. Cute.
not that short.
Compared to an 8-year-old?
Compared to yeah, like I'm not that short.
That's a good size for a girl. 5 foot is just a good size for a girl.
I mean,
how
you
many
don't wanna
parts
reach
have they put you in where they had you stand up on the box?
Oh my god, every single part.
See, that's how short you are.
Every single part.
Yeah.
It's always a joke, and I just wait for it to come.
They did it on the Judge Show too, didn't they?
They did.
Because you weren't even tall enough for the podium.
Well, I had my own shoes, and they were like low shoes, and they were like, no.
Well, you know what the crazy part is? Look over your right shoulder. You see Grogu?
I see him.
Baby Yoda?
Yeah, we're
See,
not.
When you stood up, y'all were the same size. You didn't hear him hitting on you? He whistled and everything. He's like, she's on my size.
I can't even.
All right, what are some of the things you like to do outside of acting?
Honestly, I have a keyboard, and I've recently gotten into playing it again. I used to take lessons when I was really little, and I've been learning like Kanye West songs on the keyboard. Like, honestly, they sound really cool, and yeah, that's something I've been doing recently. I like baking right now just because it's fall.
So her boyfriend, she said, stop eating McDonald's because I'm going to just bake the shit out. He probably getting fat as fuck.
Honestly,
And today we got cookies. Tomorrow we got brownies. The day after that's going to be cheesecake. It's your favorite, pumpkin.
he honestly hates, like, I don't think he likes pumpkin.
Really?
He doesn't like a lot of stuff.
Okay, but he likes McDonald's.
Yeah.
He young too?
He's my age.
Yeah, so he's young too. Y'all grew up with McDonald's. McDonald's is like the thing. See, when I was a kid, McDonald's was like a delicacy. It was nobody ever ate out. Everybody ate at home. Everybody talked about each other's moms and grandmas and who had the best food. But like 2 generations, like you're about 2 generations after me, man, fast food is the shit because it's the easiest. A lot of parents got lazy. No one really cooks anymore. Your mom good cook?
No.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
My dad is the cook in my family.
Oh, shit. Give it up to Dad.
Switch the gender roles.
What do you think about gender roles?
I think,
Good thing or bad thing?
I mean, I guess it's just like a thing. And I don't really know why. Like, I don't know. It's not a bad thing, but it's kind of just like it's just there, and it's just kind of, why are you there? Like, I guess it makes sense that, it happened back, way back when, that we assigned colors to genders, and it just makes more sense now that we're kind of like, it doesn't really matter.
But do you not notice the chaos that the world is currently in because it no longer matters?
I get what kind of chaos.
Okay,
I mean,
so like kids today, are kids in a better position what they are now or when like 20 years ago?
I think kids are definitely in a better position because it's kind of more acceptable to be
No, it's not
whoever
true.
you want.
No, it's not a 2-parent home anymore. Like you grew up with 2 parents, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, how many of your friends can say that?
Not a lot.
Thank you. That's bad. That's not a good thing. Okay? Struggling parents. Parents that are in single family households, 9 times out of 10 are struggling. They're below the poverty rate. Again, that's bad. Mm-hmm. Not knowing like what a home cooked meal is on a regular basis because either you're eating out or you're eating like government cheese, bologna sandwiches, top ramen only. Like imagine having that diet on a regular basis. Kids are smarter technology wise, but in like real life situations, like think about some of your friends. Do they even know what the fuck they're doing in life? They're learning as on the go. They're learning on the cuff. It's a little different and it makes life for them harder, which it sucks because, okay, so think about when I was in school, which when I was in high school, you were like in elementary school. So in the mid 90s, You know how many school shootings we had?
Like none.
Yeah, like it was non-existent. Like if someone brought a knife or a razor blade to school, it was a huge deal. Now it's like, I don't know, every couple of weeks, a different school is locked down because of potential shooter or like all the shootings that have happened. Like kids today are freer more than ever, but there's a lack of discipline. There's like you guys have to grow up so fast.
That's very true.
I got to like ride bikes, play video games, and didn't have to worry about knowing about sex and sexuality and what my gender is and colors and this flag means this and that flag means that. Like it was just straight up be a kid. Today it's like I got an 8-year-old son. He can't be a kid. He has to like you guys have to navigate through all these different and the thing about it, they're adult topics. It's all of sexuality. It's like that's no.
I think that comes along with technology though. I think like with something that's so powerful, there's like a lot of positive education and then there's also a lot of negative education. And so like with something like so powerful, you have to like know there I just had this conversation with my mom about this actually. Like there's so many great things that come out of technology, like more people involved in things that need to be talked about more people involved in, you know, voting, more people involved in just like a bunch of things that like maybe wasn't so like talked about before, like, you know, but now that, you know, technology's so big, it's like now more kids know. Yeah,
it's ruined the world more than it's helped. Like technology was great for video games and like cars and like, ooh, flat screen TVs and ooh, look at these cameras, like all that stuff. But for, I don't know, hocus pocus dream world guy can find someone on the other side of the world that has hocus pocus dream world's dreams like him. So then he no longer feels alone. And then like they get to gang up and live the hocus pocus life. But it's like not real. And it's very detrimental to other people and things such as that. And then like the predatory factor of guys on women and things like it just made some things way too easy that should have never have been there. Like we know about if we this is the crazy part. You know like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we think back to like serial killers and stuff, you had one in the 50s, you had one in the 60s, you had one in the 70s, you had one in the 80s. Now, since like the internet has happened, you don't have like one. You have like hundreds. So you can't even sit here and just like pinpoint like one crazy person.
Is it hundreds or now we know about them?
But that's no. There was only one because we knew like they always got caught. And you knew like this person was responsible for these crimes. They most of them when they get caught, yeah, I did all that, all right. But now it's like because so many people have access to the information, it's like, oh, this person did that. Ooh, I kind of look up to that. I want to be like that one day. So now you got the crazies that go out and just do random crazy shit for no reason. It's like just because someone else did it, like I can be the next one. The internet created that. Like when there was no internet, we had like Encyclopedia Britannica. It sounds so fucking boring, but that's what we had. That was our internet. We had the World Guinness Book of World Records.
We just need to read.
But you can't read because the internet has made people's attention span so short. We want new stuff all the time because new things are constantly coming out. But that's a whole that could go. That conversation could go forever.
Hours.
Now, what? And you're on a time frame tonight. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You ready?
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no, what? What are you saying? Oh no for?
I'm excited. That's all.
She's like, oh no. I'm like, you got me scared. Like, what the fuck's about to happen? Shit, I thought I knew everything was going here. Somebody come through the door I didn't see.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now that time for rapid fire questions. So what I'm about to do is this is where I get all in your business. I'm about to ask you a bunch of questions. Answer the questions as quickly as you possibly can. Be as honest as you possibly can. You have to choose one or the other, and you can't opt out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? 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 Ready?
Yeah. I'm locked in.
Question number 1. Do you sleep naked?
Sometimes.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Do you have tattoos?
No.
Do you love ice cream?
Not really.
Can any of your friends unlock your phone?
No.
Do you believe in fate?
Yes.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Calling or texting?
FaceTime.
Favorite cut of underwear? Thong, boy shorts,
Seamless. Thongs.
seamless thongs.
That was a very detailed question.
What do you love eating on a date?
Wings.
How old were you when you got your first kiss?
17.
Super strength or invisibility?
Invisibility.
Pie or cake?
Pie.
Favorite sex position?
No. No, no, no.
Let's go.
The one where we can look at each other in the eyes.
Okay. Okay. Movie or series?
Series.
Watch or necklace?
Necklace.
Clothes or shoes?
Clothes.
Public sex or just the bedroom?
Just the bedroom.
Dream car?
Tesla.
Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
A food you can't live without?
Pasta.
What's the last song you listened to in the car?
Sneak by Leon Thomas.
Clubs or bars?
I've never been to either. I'm only
I'm
20.
gonna say you're. That one doesn't apply. When was the last time you watched porn?
Oh, like years ago.
Yeah, what?
My man satisfies me.
One thing you'll never do again.
Long distance.
Simplest way to make you smile.
Saying thank you.
Who are you currently crushing on?
My boyfriend.
Who's your favorite person in the world right now?
My favorite actor in the world is Jim Carrey. My favorite person in the world is my little sister.
Who did you kiss last?
My boyfriend.
Restaurant or home cooked meal?
Restaurant.
What is the best part of your morning?
Skincare.
Worst fear?
Drowning.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint or coconut.
Favorite childhood memory?
My 15th birthday party. It was a house party, and it was the best party I've ever had. And it was my last party in California. Oh, that was sad. It was the last time all my friends were together in California.
Drinking or smoking?
Prefer not to answer.
That's smoking, I'd say. What would you do if you won $1 million today?
I would give it to my parents to buy a house.
Fav-
Not all of it.
Well, how much of it?
Enough to buy a house.
Favorite TV show?
The House of Usher right now.
Celebrity crush?
Jesse Williams.
Who is your biggest fan?
My parents.
Okay. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Turn off my alarm.
Social media or hanging out?
Hanging out.
What's your dream career?
Acting and singing.
Have you ever cheated before?
No.
And then this is the last question. This is also the most important question. Are you ready for this?
I am.
What is the best podcast in the world?
No Capp reacts.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is rapid fire questions. See, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
You were scared.
There were some scary questions.
What was the scary part?
They were just personal.
She said the positions where you look each other in the eyes.
Yeah, what?
You mean missionary?
That's not the only one.
I said the favorite one.
Yeah, anyone where you can like lock eyes, I think.
There's only a few that you could truly do that.
Well, that's my favorite one.
Okay, lover girl.
Okay.
How long you been with your boyfriend?
4 years.
4 years since you could drive.
That's actually funny because I got my license when I was 19, so.
Oh shit! So you just learned how to drive too?
Pretty much.
Oh, good lord, good lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've hit a lot of things.
So, where can people find you if they're looking for you on the internet?
You can find me at Macie Wilson Actor on Instagram. Macie Wilson Actor. You can DM me for any inquiries you have. Other than that, my Snapchat is ILY_MW. We'll see if I follow you back. If you want to be my friend, let's be besties. If you live in AZ.
Let's be besties if you live in AZ. So she's looking for new internet friends. All right. So you brought up singing. Mm-hmm. How long have you been singing?
Since I was probably since I could speak, because my grandparents were both musicians, so they could sing. So my grandpa was in a country band, and my grandma is a pianist and a concert or a event planner / performer.
And if you could do music, what genre of music would you do?
I really like listening to R&B music. So either pop or R&B.
Which one would be your favorite?
Probably R&B, just because I like singing more ballad-like songs than anything.
And if you do music, what music would you do?
I would sing about probably things I can relate to. So right now it would be like, like love songs, but like R&B love songs. And I feel like I like dramatic songs, but like not super sad, because I feel like I don't really. There's so much sadness in the world. We don't really need to make another album about it.
Okay. So if you were to compare yourself to an artist, what artist would you compare yourself to?
A singer?
Yep. Musica.
A singer that I think I would compare myself to. I just feel like I sing very softly. So maybe like Ariana Grande, maybe like my favorite singer growing up was Rihanna. So like I feel like every time I sing her songs, I feel like I just know every word and like I love them all. I don't really know who I would compare myself to. I haven't given that much thought.
So I'm going to put you on the spot real quick.
Okay.
Give us a little.
Okay. I'll sing like a little tiny song. When raindrops fell from the sky, the day you met me, an angel cried. Oh, she cried. An angel cried. She cried. That was like small. Thank you.
That was actually good. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I was nervous. That was like not that.
I had to take you and put you in the studio. So I'm about to sign you to my management company, M&B Management, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all see our newest artist. She goes by Tinkerbell Sweets.
What? No, I don't. No, thank you.
And today, introduce you to Marcy Darcy.
No.
Let's go. Nah, that was actually good. No, real shit.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I might actually have to take your ass to the studio for real. Be like, all right,
Let's try it.
let's make this shit happen.
Let's try it.
There's no such thing as trying. See, with me, trying leads to failure, doing leads to success. I am a man of doing only.
Let's do it.
So, we can make something happen. What would you like people to know about you that they don't already know?
I would love for people to know that I was always a kid who, you know, it seems like I always knew exactly what I wanted. Like, I've always said this, like, from the start of this podcast. Like, I always knew that I wanted to do acting and stuff. But it's like, even people in your life where you think they know, like, what they want to do, like, it's still really, really scary to know what you want to do and, like, not know how to get there. You're still figuring everything out. Like, every second of every day, you're just kind of like, I want to do this, and I know I'm going to do everything it takes for me to get there. But it's, like, really nerve-wracking, like, thinking, like, okay, like, I've said this my whole life, like, that I'm going to want to do this. And it's, like, you're going to do anything to get there. Like, it's, like, you're an Icarus, you know, like, you'll fly as close to the sun as you can get it. So it's just kind of, like, I'm the type of person where it's, like, okay, like, yeah, she wants to be an actor, no. But, like, no. I'm going to do everything in my power to do what I want to do and be who I want to be, just because my parents, you know, like, biggest lesson in my life, like, my parents have taught me, you know, they had kids when they were 21 and they didn't really get to fulfill any of the dreams that they really had in high school. So biggest thing about me is I'm going to fulfill all my dreams. I'm going to.
Do it for the parents. So, Miss, I'm going to do anything. You're now on the casting couch.
All right. No, I'm not.
Her boyfriend's like, where the fuck are you at?
Yeah, he's calling me.
No! He's cringing in his skin. I'm like, so I gotta... Oh, yes. What do you think about the writers right now being... going through what they're going through?
So sad. Everybody should be able to make a livable wage. Not even just writers, everybody.
So that has put a halt to so many movies and shows. Has that affected you at all yet?
Yeah, like the season of The Handmaid's Tale hasn't come out yet. So I'm kind of sad about that.
There's a lot of shit that hasn't come out yet.
So much. It's just affecting me like how it's affecting everybody else, like in the acting community. It's just kind of like we're all just...
sitting around waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, and, you know, it's harder because agencies really, you know, they're cutting the weeds. So it's like, we can't really give you all the jobs that we want to give you, so we can't really take on new talent because, you know, there's so many people who aren't working, so it would be a disservice to us and you if we took you on, and it would also be just, you know, a waiting game because we're just sitting here waiting for things to happen, but
nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening.
Give it time. At some point in time, I think they'll come to a happy medium. I think that the world we live in right now is so based on money that everyone has lost sight of like the bigger picture, which, you know, goes kind of like hand in hand with what I was saying earlier. Like, yeah, kids have it better today, but they also have it worse because everything in this world today just revolves around money. So it's like you don't really get to actually have fun and enjoy life. Inflation's a fucking killer. It's like killing everything. You know, both parents today, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, have to work. There's just a lot of extra remedial BS that happens that is taking like the fun out of even being like, I tell my kids, you don't want to be an adult. These bills don't stop and they're higher than what you think. Seeing other grown folks like literally have roommates, I look at them and I'm like, y'all are like, I can't do it. I'd rather be homeless than like have roommates at my age.
And that's like another thing. Like technology just makes us all more aware of like the shit around us.
Exactly. And like the bad part about it is like the shit's real and it's not going nowhere either. So it's harder to get away from it and harder to really like be like, I'm not even going to pay attention to it because it's right there in your face. You can't get away from it.
And it sucks to say, it's just like no matter how much you repost it, no matter how much you speak your truth and use your voice, like we really don't have a say. I don't think that it's fair to say that we do because at the end of the day, money is just going to be the driving force, like you said. So that's the thing that's really having to say. So it's just kind of sad. We just get to watch it thinking that our reposts can do something when it's really just sad. But that's why I feel like the internet is so impactful, because we're all just, becoming more unified and thinking like, okay, like maybe like we're all just gonna have to get through it together.
Well, I watched the video earlier today. Is like, if you pay attention, it's like they're creating this slavery. They're giving you these smart cars because here soon, which I already know they're doing this. Have you noticed the new street lights that have gone up? They're kind of like look like black lights, but they got a big box attached to them too. So those are for smart cars. So like Teslas, they're pretty much can go as fast as they want to and take off. Well, what they're doing is they're putting in the systems that allow them to slow down, if not even stop the car 100%. So it removes control from you being able to control a vehicle. The money system, already banks has removed. Like, I can't even go to my bank right now and take $20,000 out. You have to set it up. You literally have to set an appointment, and you have to have an actual viable reason. And it's usually going to take about a week because they have to have that much money in the bank. They will no longer give you like more than $7,000.
I did not know that.
They put that limit in place like 8 months ago now because of the monetary system, the recession we're currently in that they keep trying to say we're not in, among other things. And banks are just doing bad. So they're holding on to as much cash as they possibly can. They're trying to make it to where you rely 100% on your card, which means that when they want to, they can dictate. The new world order is they can dictate how much money you spend, where you spend it at, and how you spend it. It's just crazy, some of the things. And watching that video, and it was like, this is the freest we're ever going to be, because like our kids and kids are going to be 100% like slaves to the system, to the government. Everything's going to be controlled. If you don't do this, you don't get to access to do that. It's like, it's crazy. But at the same time, it's like, this is technology. This is what it's come to. And this is what they've talked about for years. And it's actually coming true. Except for the flying car part. We still don't have fucking flying cars.
So as somebody older, where would you put your money if it's not in a bank?
So now I'm I never used to have it, but I am now the king of cash. Safe. I used to be the king of investing. I've super slowed down because it's not yielding what it used to. It's dying. It's slowly going down. And the bad part is, well, we are 24 hours away from something that may change the world as we know it, which is called BRICS. And we'll have that conversation. We can't really have that online. They're stopping those conversations, but
Definitely heard of it.
A little over 24 hours, there's going to be a brand new one world currency that makes the dollar worth 55% less than what it is now. Billionaires would turn to millionaires. Millionaires would turn to thousandaires, and now thousandaires would be broke. This may literally be our reality in about 24 hours.
Wow.
And no one's talking about it. Well, except for all of those people that are in finances and financial literacy, so they know what's going on.
Like, what happens when, like, we're all just, like, homeless? Like, is it just going to get to a point where...
Well, that's the thing, is when those kind of changes, like, who can kick you out? It's going to create chaos, which means, like, it'll be us versus the police. But then at the same time, you got to think about this. Their money, what they put their life on the line for is their paycheck. They wouldn't have a paycheck, which means they also wouldn't have a home. So they would be standing right there next to it. It would literally be us versus them, but them being the ones in D.C., Washington, D.C. So again, that's a conversation we can't really have on the internet. They'll shut this shit down quick. So we'll end it there, though. Let's let the people know, who are you and where can they find you?
I'm Macie Wilson. You can find me on Instagram at Macie Wilson Actor, Macie Wilson Actor. And yeah, DM me if you have any business inquiries, if you want to see me play the piano, if you want to see what I'm working
Actually,
on right now.
no. Don't DM her. DM me. Hi, my name is John Bailey, a.k.a. Bailey, a.k.a. Mr. Go Get 'Em. I am now her manager. If you need anything, any inquiry, no.
I was believing you. Wait, no, keep going. Keep going, go.
She is now about to be signed to M&B Management.
Okay.
That is MNBManagementLLC.com. You can go to the website and fill out the information. I have the contract ready for you in 24 hours. You can have your lawyer look at it. No, let them know where they can get you.
Bet. Stay
So,
square.
Macie, good. Thank you for stopping by today with your super busy schedule.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I would come again.
Yeah, see, you thought you were probably nervous. You thought this was gonna be crazy.
I didn't know what to expect.
And look, hey guys. So her boyfriend, I guess, was watching the show or went through, some of the things that have been on there. And yeah, like I said, last week was definitely porn starred the fuck out. So he was like, "What the hell?" She said. He was like, "What are you going on? What is there anything I don't know?"
Yeah.
That is not the regular. Trust me, it's not what usually happens here at all. It just happened. That was just that week. So it was great having you. Yeah, I'll definitely have you back. And then your show, once your show starts to air.
It starts to air at the end of November. It's going to be airing as a YouTube series.
Nah, don't even do that. You're coming back. You're going to come back. This is going to be part of like your little press release. You can let them know when it starts, what it's about, when it is.
Okay.
We'll do all that.
Okay.
And really, really go ham on it that way. So then like you can tell like I'm doing a nice little press run. I'm going on a podcast. We're talking about this. And then I got another podcast you can go on too.
Okay.
So I can keep you busy for real.
Let's do it.
So she's like, I'm ready.
I am.
Put me out there.
It's called Funny AF Arizona.
Funny AF Arizona. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday for therapy session. Except Wednesdays, which is all new couples therapy, which starts this Wednesday. There is no show tomorrow. Getting ready for couples therapy. Friday night, we got Friday Night Live at 9 p.m. It's the only live call-in show on the net. Followed up by Sunday Night Live, which is the exact same thing at 8 p.m. The only live call-in show on the net. Also, go to hustlefit.com. Go ahead and get your merch. Get the clothing line. If you also need custom clothes of any sort, go ahead and hit me up at hustlefit, PHIT, on Instagram, hustlefit@gmail.com, or you can go to the website, or you can even hit me up at nocappreacts. Any of these places you can get at me. I'm pretty much all over the damn place all over the damn time. So I want to say thank you for tuning in for another episode of No Cap Reacts Therapy Session. I'm your man Bailey, a.k.a.